this morning. It's just starting to get late. Watching for turkeys today. The last 2 weeks I'd seen turkeys from the stand. So we'll see if they show up today or not. But also, I have my rifle with me today. I will bag a few squirrels. Fur bears are also open for hunting. Fox, I've seen fox and raccoon from this tree too. So it's windy today though. Also, I still want to watch for deer. They're starting to cut a lot of the crops, a lot of the corn and stuff is cut down around here, so the deer are going to change their patterns a little bit. But we're going to sit tight and see what we see today. See if we see anything moving. Haven't had a lot of deer activity over the past week. I checked my cameras last night. Very, very little deer movement, which is surprising because it's the first week in November. For sure the bucks would be chasing. But only seeing small, big spike bucks and white bucks. Not too much. We're gonna sit tight and see what happens. Just seen a buck down there. Just had a nice buck walk behind the stand. Looked like a 6 or 7 pointer. Nice white horns. Oh, that's awesome. Of course, I've already filled my buck tag, but I'm still here today to see if I can see any more deer. Testing out my new tree tripod. Oh, it's windy. He was only about 25 or I'm gonna say 25, 30 yards behind me. He went right down the valley. That was awesome. Didn't even know I was here. Alright, let's sit some more. That's pretty good. Just had that buck go past. I just nailed a groundhog on the edge of the corn. I hammered him. There was a burrow down here on the edge of the corn. I'm glad I got him. He had 2 or 3 holes dug in here. We'll go down and get him later. Oh, here's our first squirrel of the morning. Nice hard shot. Pretty decent sized one. Picked him off from the stand up there. It's about a 45-yard shot. There's a second victim of the morning. Alright, let's get back in the stand quick. Here was our first victim of the morning. We ate a groundhog. It's just inside the corn line there. There he is. That is a groundhog. One of the most destructive animals for farmland that you can find. So I shot him from behind here, right here, up into him this way. He was working, there's a burrow right down here. I think that's where he was headed for. I got him. These animals cause more problems. They cause more problems. It's the first one I've shot actually in quite a while. We'll get him on the way out. It's so windy out. The tree is swaying from side to side. It feels like I'm on a ship. I hope you can hear me. It's like super windy. I had that one squirrel this morning and the groundhog. We're looking for more squirrels. We're gonna take a few squirrels out of here. There's a lot of them. I've been bow hunting in here at least earlier in the season. Sometimes I'd seen 6 or 7 squirrels at the same time. What I might do is stick out here a little bit longer and then move to another stand later on. Because I'm on the peak of a hill here and it's super windy. Haven't seen any turkeys. I haven't heard any turkeys, although it's so windy it's hard to hear. Anything moving, it's hard to hear. Alright, let's sit a little bit more. Wow, the wind has really gotten brutal. Super windy. I like this camera mount that I made. I made it out of a real tree. Easy hanger. Mounted a camera tripod head on it. I just drilled a hole in it. Put a quarter 20 a nut and a bolt through it. And threaded the camera adapter right onto that. It works pretty good. Gonna give it a little while longer here, then we're gonna move stands. Haven't seen too much. Did see that nice buck this morning, that was really good. I think if this wind died down a little bit, we'd see more activity. There's a better shot at that knot. It's a easy hanger by real tree. He wasn't just drilled a hole through it and mounted the tripod head on it. So put it up and down this way. see I have one up higher here for my hanging my crossbow. This is really good though because I can still hang my gear on it if I wanted to, although I have this one down low. But it also makes a good place to rest your rifle, especially for shooting down this hill. You can rest the rifle right on it and get a good steady rest on it. Works pretty nice so far. Okay, there he is. Groundhog. It's the first time I ever shot a groundhog from a tree. These animals do a lot of damage in farmland. They dig burrows in the ground and the tractor wheels and stuff get stuck in them. Break axles and collapse the tractor into the ground and tip over and all sorts of problems. I'm under instructions from the landowner that any time I see a groundhog, he is to go. No more predicting 6 more months of winter for this guy. See, they dig in the ground with long claws. Pretty powerful. They're pretty nasty. Pretty nice color, this one. It's a brown. He's pretty young. He's a small one. Shot much bigger ones than this. Alright, on with the small game. Okay, we're going to continue our sit. Move stance this time. As you can see, I'm in the inside my ground blind. It's been completely quiet ever since this wind really started blowing hard. It's nice hunting in the blind. It really takes you out of the wind. Sheltered you from, that wind is really, bringing the temperature down. It's nice and sunny out, but that wind is really cold. I can actually see from here, I can see a fresh rub where the deer was rubbing his antlers. I'll wait here to see if we see any more small game. Yeah, I haven't even seen so much as a squirrel since this morning. You can hear that wind. It is brutal out. We're going to sit tight and see what we see. See if we have any look later on. Let's see if I look out the window this way. You probably can't see because it's probably whiting out. Let me see if I can focus. There we go. See how it's focusing outside? There's the view from the blind. And back to me. Alright, let's sit tight and see what we see.